Side window, this is how vandals got into Richard Thomas's studio, but once inside they ripped out copper wire, trashed decades of artwork, and left the 71-year-old devastated. In the wake of the break-in, volunteers have showed up to help him pick up the pieces. Richard Thomas says he walked into a nightmare when he opened his studio doors earlier this month.
I was faced with all of this disaster. Prints thrown on the floor, stacks of prints. They went into every room. They went into every drawer, every door, and they pulled things out and threw them to the floor.
The thieves didn't stop there, stripping copper wiring, ripping out plumbing, and even taking roof vents that left water pouring.
They took all 3 vents off the roof. They even burst through walls to get the copper wiring.
For Thomas, whose murals hang at the airport and whose Jazz Fest posters are iconic, the vandalism wasn't just an attack on a building, it was a blow to a lifetime of work. That's what this space is supposed to be for you.
Yes.
Where
yes.
you can, your studio.
In my retirement, my studio, my gallery. And if I want to teach some kids, you know,
for fun,
which I'll probably do.
The cleanup drew volunteers like Kelly Jones, who came to help salvage what they could.
I heard that the people came through the window and just bolted his door, and that's insane. They stole the wiring, so there's no power. They stole the AC, and that's another reason why the water came in as well.
Thomas says it will take about 2 more weeks of cleanup before his studio is ready. But with every broom and box, he says the place is coming back to life.
I just hope they're not continuing to do this to other people.
Yeah.
And not as long as a visual artist who has dedicated his whole life to the community.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of, it's difficult. I always try to see the value in whatever lesson I got to learn, whatever I'm challenged by.
In New Orleans, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.
Well, Thomas says he does plan to keep that studio and continue creating art there. We certainly hope he does. He hopes to reopen the space to the community once the cleanup is complete.